letting society tell you about the best skincare routines, the hottest plastic surgeons, or the cream that will keep your skin from aging. It's time we start asking ourselves, what the fuck is beauty anyway? If we remove all the IG filters, is there more to a beautiful face than just skincare? Well, I'm here to share it with you, and hell yeah, there is. My name is Jen Carrasco. I have been an esthetician, as well as a high-level fitness competitor, and an all-around badass for over a decade. And I need you to know there is way more to keeping your mind and body clean than just a cream. Join me each week as I cut the BS out of getting healthy, caring for ourselves, and caring for our skin. I share real tips, real ingredients, and real experience. Now let's get some answers on what the fuck is beauty anyway. Well, hello guys. So I am extremely excited today and honored. I have here with me Dr. Kimberly Henry. We are going to discuss a little bit about her practices. So first off, I want to give a little introduction on Dr. Kimberly Henry. So she went to school for her bachelor's degree from the University of Southern California. From there, she went to UC Davis for her medical doctorate. She has written 2 books in her practice. One is the Plastic Surgery Source Book, offers a history of plastic surgery, goes over the different types of procedures, describes possible complications, and helps women and readers determine if plastic surgery is the right choice for them. Her second book is the Facelift resource. So it's the Facelift source book, as well as dozens of before and after photos of patients. In this Facelift book, Dr. Henry explains what surgery can realistically accomplish, average cost, what to expect during recovery, and how to find the right surgeon. Dr. Kimberly Henry has been on multiple TV shows, radio stations, and discussing plastic surgery advancements in San Francisco and the Bay Area. She is part of multiple prestige medical and honor societies, which include the American Medical Association, American Board of Plastic Surgery, as well as the California Plastic Surgery Society. I am completely proud and honored to introduce Dr. Kimberly Henry. So let's start with telling you a little bit about yourself. What inspired you to become a plastic surgeon?
Oh no, you're going to ask me that question? Well, so it dates back to when I was in high school, and I had some guy come up to me and say, you look a lot better if you just had your nose fixed. And back in high school, everything's about what you look like, what tennis shoes you wear, what your hair looks like, and if you don't look like everybody else, it's like you're sort of teased. And it's unfortunate that in our society, it's all about what you look like, unfortunately. And so I did have a bump on my nose, and my tip was kind of a bulbous tip, and I hated what my nose looked like. And so ultimately, parents couldn't afford how much a rhinoplasty was or how much a nose job was. And so, maybe that was why I went into plastic surgery, but not really. Eventually, I knew I wanted to become a doctor. And in high school, I was part of the Amigos de las Americas program, where I went actually down to Nicaragua, and I helped people down in Nicaragua for a summer. I helped them with inoculations and helping them the ravages of tuberculosis, diphtheria, and all that kind of stuff. Eventually, after I got through medical school and into surgery training, I realized after doing plastic surgery training that it was really helping kids with birth defects and craniofacial birth defects. So I really loved the aspect of plastic surgery and making these birth defects more beautiful and more normal. And that's really why I decided to become a plastic surgeon. It was to create beauty out of people that were not created with the fortunate normal anatomy that a lot of us are unfortunately born with. And so that's why I really became a plastic surgeon.
That's incredible.
Anyway.
So did you have any mentors or guidance?
Throughout my career, fortunately, there weren't a lot of women in plastic surgery. When I was accepted in Chicago at Rush Presbyterian, I was actually the very first woman. Which one is it? Anyway, and so I didn't have a lot of woman to look up to, unfortunately. But there were a lot of gentlemen that were plastic surgeons that helped me throughout my career, and that was nice to have. And yes, there were a lot of people along the way that helped support me in my career, and that was really helpful. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I am all about very strong women. That's what I've always been about. And so you inspire me.
Oh, well, you inspire me. Yeah, you're
Thank
terrific.
you.
Yeah.
So going forward, you have a very successful business for past 28 years. You have multiple locations. You were voted best board of plastic surgeon. You are part of a multiple prestige medical and honor societies. You have written 2 very successful books. How has it felt being a successful woman?
Yeah, well, I am honored to be here talking to you about what you're saying that I am. I'm speechless, actually. And so I
don't think we give ourselves enough credit for what we do. It just comes naturally.
I think you always have to work hard. I think you get up in the morning and you realize that you have to work hard. I just think you're sweet to say all those things that you just said, and I never really feel that I have done all those things. But, anyway, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Well, with being a successful woman, I'm sure you have experienced setbacks. How do you overcome those setbacks?
It's good to be humble. It's really good to be humble because there are setbacks in life. And just with everything that comes your way, there's going to be good days and there's going to be days that are really not good days. And that's the way life is. And sometimes my kids will call me up and say, hey, I'm not having such a good day. And it's just the way it goes sometimes. And you have to realize that that's the way life is sometimes. And I try to teach my kids that. I try to teach my employees that. There are times when I have to teach myself that sometimes. Mm-hmm. And you have to realize that even the guys that you look up to and the girls that you look up to and the women that you live up to, they also have tough days too. And the leaders of our world and the leaders of our countries, the leaders of our country here also have setbacks. And just like Jennifer, you have setbacks too. One day at a time. That's the way it goes.
So now that you spoke about family, let us know, what's your family like? How many children? Do you have anybody that you want to follow in your footsteps?
That's crazy. Well, I have 2 kids. I have a daughter who's 34, going to be 34 pretty soon. She's actually pregnant right now. She's got one in the oven. She's due in December, and she's excited about having a child. So that's terrific. And I have a son who's 27, and he's doing terrific. So he's enjoying his career too. And so it's one of the best things in life is having children. And as a professional, that I'm a really gung-ho professional person, I love to work and I love my career, but really it's wonderful to have kids. And for those that are so professional and working hard, don't forget to think about life and family life, because family life is terrific. People think family, forget it. My career is so important to me, but really don't forget about family.
Speaking of family and friends, who do you feel that is your number one supporter?
Well, when I was in my early 20s and 30s and all the way up into my 50s, really my parents' family and my supporters really, and that's really important and key, and that's where people get a lot of support. Really just your family and your kids, and that's who it should be, and your religion is for a lot of people, and that's where people get their strength.
So with my podcast being about beauty, which it's called What the Fuck is Beauty Anyway?
what the fuck is beauty anyway? That's good.
And so with that being said, what is your biggest beauty tip to give to the listeners?
Well, the most important thing I think is what's important to everybody is what's singularly important to you. Rest, water, sleep, makeup, everything on your list, just everything. Everything is beauty. What you find important.
Well, I know that you're extremely busy, so I really appreciate you giving me some of your time and the listeners some time.
Mm-hmm.
And
this is a lot of fun.
It's really fun. I really enjoy this.
It was so sweet. Thanks for asking me to help you.
You are more than welcome.
Really
so
sweet.
Thank you again, and we're going to do another one. I know a lot of people message me about injectables, so I think that would be a great one to do.
Oh yeah, injectables. I'll tell you, fill your face with lots of injectables, guys. It's one of the best things to make you look good, and it's instantaneous, and I'll tell you, it's in a box, and it can just change your life in 15 seconds. It looks terrific. So
thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. You're terrific, Jen.
Thanks for tuning in this week. I hope you feel more empowered and more inspired to love the skin you're in. As we navigate new society norms and beauty daily, make sure to always ask yourself, what the fuck is beauty to me? And no, that's all that matters. If you love this content today, make sure to subscribe, rate, and review. Follow me and get more info on my guests at viragostudio.com. Yes, I said it, viragostudio.com. And that's the shit. See you on the next episode, beauties.